Howdy. Well, it is Wednesday, so it's day 2 out on the road for me, and I've made it to Bridgewater. Now, Somerset. Again, I knew nothing of Bridgewater till someone contacted me, said, come to Bridgewater. I'm pleased to be here, but looked at my camera good beer guide this morning, and the good beer guide does not have a single pub listed in Bridgewater. Now that can't be right, can it? You know me, everywhere with a positive attitude. I am going to prove to you today that Bridgewater has got some absolutely amazing pubs. I'm looking forward to having a really good day around it. Let's get out and see it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're not a subscriber already, please do hit subscribe. It really does help get out and find more and more pubs for people. So yeah, please hit that subscribe button. But we're going to kick off. It is 12 o'clock. So I'm here bright and early, and we're going to kick off with this one. Commercial Inn. So a lot of Bridgewater doesn't actually open until 2 or 3 o'clock. So I am going to be hunting for the ones that are open already, and the Commercial is one such place. Opens at 12, which is always a massive help. I never understand late openers. Get in, get to the bar, get it open. Right, Commercial Inn, heard a lot of good things about this. Proper family boozer. This on the side of Bridgewater Station. So if you come into Bridgewater Station and you're looking for somewhere to grab an early doors pint, come and see the Commercial. This is the perfect way to sort of jump into a little town. You find out a little bit about it, don't you? Because this is a proper local on the side of the station. So going to get the stories, going to get the lowdown on the town. Landlady is lovely. She's been here about a year. Put her spin on the place. It's beautifully decked out, ready for Halloween. So loads and loads of decks and stuff around. Pool table, screens, tribute, St Austell, on the bar for a hand pull. And I started with a Guinness today, but it's really good Guinness. It's good to come in and see an ale, but yeah, started with a Guinness, and I can confirm it is top notch, very well looked after. Halloween decks galore. Get the feeling this is going to be a proper Halloween party place. Good celebration. It's nice to see Halloween celebrated still in a lot of places. But I'm told this is one of the best beer gardens in Bridgewater. So we're going to head on out, follow the sign. This is beer garden. And fingers crossed, we won't get too lost and we'll find it. I'm going to head to that door. That looks outside, doesn't it? So I haven't been out here yet, but I'm reliably informed that it is. This is the landlady sort of hiding from me. But yeah, look at that. That's a decent sized beer garden. And a little bit of covering and stuff as well. Top little place to have kicked off the start of Bridgewater. If you come back inside, look at this. It's a proper Skittles alley. Proper old school Skittles alley. Commercial's got a lot going on. That's a great place to start any pub crawl in this town. It's open early, it's right by the train station. Landlady's absolutely lovely. People again there are lovely, staff are great. It's just a really good place to start. But I am going to come up against it with stuff open. So apparently walking over this bridge, I'm going to find another couple that are already open. So we'll do those. Then we'll assess the situation. I'm about to head out around the outskirts. Right, stop 2. I'll be outside in 2 ticks. There's actually only one more over here, because the Crown Inn that you can see just there is actually closed down. So it's very pink. This, the Bristol and Exeter Inn, affectionately known locally as the B&E. Different kind of B&E than I remember growing up. Had a few mates got done for B&E. Bristol and Exeter Inn, stop number 2 of my day so far. Little old school 1-room pub. Obviously been here a long time. No frills, no bells, no whistles, no cask. But a cider I've never tried. It's called Natch, which is nice to find a new beer so early in the day. It's just a proper old school boozer. It's not big in the slice. So yeah, Natch on the corner. What I've got: Carling Stella, Thatcher's, John Smith's, Carlsberg, and Blackthorn Dry. You know, they're big on their cider around Somerset anyway. But yeah, no need to walk around this one. That is your lot. Lovely little pub. It's nice to see something authentic while I'm in this sort of part of the world as well. Great little boozer. Right, I think the plan is go and utilise, while I can still take the car out before I check in, go and utilise a couple round the outskirts. Then we should be in the centre and on foot for the rest of the day. Alright, stop 3 then. Going to be the Admiral's Landing, but there is no pub sign on the outside of it. Not I can see anyway, but there's one there. So the Admiral's Landing, big old building. Looks like it's got flats and stuff above it. That'd be dangerous, wouldn't it? Living in a flat directly above a pub. let's get in and see what they're all about. Admiral's Landing, stop 3. With a maritime theme going on some of the decor. It's also got a Wednesday carvery going on. But there is no way that I can handle a carvery and then go drinking all day. So otherwise, I would be sorely tempted by that. 2 cask ales on, both from Sharps. One's Doombar. The Sea Fury is the other option. So Sea Fury is all right. It's a big pub and it's reasonably busy considering it's a Wednesday lunchtime. It's quite a nice looking bar. Yeah, Doombar, Sea Fury, as I said. Carvery positioned over there, and a fair few people in it. So they do steaks that. Not the cheapest, but locally sourced steaks is always a good thing. And I'll tell you on the way out, I'll show you the rest of the maritime theme. There's your carvery prices. A large, 16 quid. Not the end of the world, that. Yeah, a little bit of a maritime themed bit out here. Old plenty of ropes. A rope lamp. I like rope lamps. Admiral's Landing. Continuing to wander around the outskirts, and stop at number 4 of my day, a Green King pub. Anybody would know that's a Green King pub, wouldn't they? Called a Malt Shovel, here on a busy roundabout. Looks like a Green King boozer. Green King IPA and Abbott Ale. So this is explaining why there's no good beer guide acknowledgement for these. But hopefully we'll find something a little bit more imaginative as we go around. It's got the screens, it's got a pool table and stuff. So I've got a pretty good Green King, well, the standard Green King pub grub style menu. Friendly enough pub. I don't think you need me to walk around another Green King. So good place to watch the sport, pub grub menu. Plenty of screens. And there's also a pool table up to the rear, up there. Yeah, so I've been in a lot of Green Kings in the last few weeks. This is another. Quite a decent beer garden space to the rear of it as well. There's a big screen TV out there, so yeah, that when a sports on in the summer, that is a pretty useful garden to have. A couple of minutes further round the road, it's another Green King. Big one, this. The Quantock, one of their big pub and carvery ones. I actually much prefer the pub and carvery style ones to the rest of them, so nice old building that. I like the look of it. Got a children's play area out to the side and things. Let's get in and see it. The Quantock, stop 5. I caved. I gave in. I went for a carvery. So expect a sleepy Dale for the next hour and a half or so. But yeah, I got the feeling I wanted one of the last one. So twice in one day. It's got to be an omen. So yeah, got myself a carvery to get me going. So there we go. Watch all the sport and stuff in here. So I do prefer these ones. There are a couple of additions on side of the Abbott and the Green King. Genevieve, one of Green King collab with Thornbridge, which actually wasn't too bad. An old spooky hen, obviously rebadged, renamed for Halloween coming up, which is called big up. Carvery was very, very decent, and everybody's really friendly. Let's crack on. Let's make a go at the town centre then. Everything looks reasonably walkable. It's about 17 minutes, I think, is the furthest point I've got to go to. So, not too shabby today walking at all. Next stop 6 today. Stop 6, Old Market. It is a craft union, as I'm sure the eagle-eyed amongst you would be able to tell. The branding always stands out, doesn't it? So, first craft union of the day. First craft union. I don't think I did a craft union yesterday, so first craft union of the week. Going to be the Old Market. Without being Wetherspoons, obviously the one thing you cannot beat when it comes to craft union is the prices. The prices are always absolutely magnificent for this day and age, and the Guinness, pretty darn good again. Finding a lot of good Guinness around. So no cask with this one, but plenty of good options on the taps, plenty of good prices, plenty of places to watch the sport, and a nice looking pub. Look at some of these prices. $4.25 for a pint of Guinness. And you want a pint of Foster's? £3.05. £3.05. This is another one with, in fact, I'm going to go this way first. This is another one that apparently there are lots of these around the town. Probably more than any town I've ever been to with proper Skittle wellies. And Skittles is actually quite fun. If you've never played it, you really should. Skittles is actually a really fun game to play. But let me head on out this way, because another one with a big town centre beer garden. Pool table, plenty of screens, a dartboard, as you would expect. It's their community local feel, aren't they, Craft Union? It's what they do well. That and the prices. And yeah, another pretty decent sized beer garden to the rear with a big screen. Directly opposite the old market then is my next stop, and it's this one. The Blake Arms. Another one with a skittle alley. Skittle alley, function room, Sky and BT Sports. Nice old pub right in the town centre on this busy roundabout. Oh, well, obviously where the old cinema and stuff was. Blake Arms, next up. It's a bit excitable, but once again on the Guinness, no cask, Guinness is good, again. Nice, smartly decked out little place. It's random going through the jukebox, so it's not a choice. My Guinness in a proper Guinness glass, which is always a bonus, always a winner. What about more marketeers? Nice looking gaff. To walk between pubs at the moment, and that suits me down to the ground. So stop 8 of my day is going to be this one called the Duke. Big pub. Again, apparently there's a carnival thing kicking off in the town in about an hour, so we're going to see some costumes and all sorts going on. I don't quite know what we'll make of that, but we'll have a look anyway. So 8 though, let's get in and see what the Duke is all about. Admiral Taverns, which means it looks smart, the prices are cheap, and they've got the usual lineup of Admiral Taverns stuff on the bar. Guinness in a Guinness glass again, always good. If you haven't got any, get onto Diageo, because they have had loads and they've been sending them out, so if you haven't got any, get onto them. There's your usual. So I've got the Thatcher's Tower in the corner, as well as having Thatcher's Haze and Gold on. Admiral Taverns, the refurbs all do look pretty similar these days again, so see quite a few of them now. And there's a pool table down that end as well. 100 or so yards down the road on the same side. Bring you to my next stop, which is this. The Golden Ball. That looks a nice one. That's a lovely front window feature on the front of it, in what sadly looks an unused part of the building. So from the window, and it might be used. It doesn't look from here, but aside from that, that's quite a beautiful looking gaff of that. Again, advertising some really cheap prices outside, drinks offers. So it's not been an expensive day so far at all. Friendly place. So the guys that run this also run another one in the town that I will get to in a little while called the Cross Rifles. So more cheap pricing once again. I said I cannot fault the prices, and there's a lovely old church just out the back of this one as well. A couple of benches out there. You can sit in the shadow of the church and have a bevy. What could be better? Yeah, around on here. So yeah, pretty standard set of taps and things again, but a nice looking old pub. Looking forward to seeing the other one of these guys have got, the Cross Rifles. But yeah, sitting out there, let's have take you on out here. This is a pretty cool place to be able to sit out and have a pint at in the shadow of that gorgeous church behind it. So before the day gets away from me and I do too many more, I want to get today's sponsors in. So I've won the past probably 4 or 5 others that I will go back to. But yeah, I wanted to get this in at a sensible time of day while it was light. Here it is, Cobblestones. So not only one of the sponsors, but this is one that I had heard good things about, and a lot of people have sort of said to me, yeah, you'll really enjoy the Cobblestones anyway. So it is a gorgeous old building with a blue plaque on the outside. Look, just there in a busy old part of town, and apparently this is going to be one where I should find some cask ale. What things do I love? Real ale and a rock pub. What things did I find in here? Real ale and a rock pub. Yeah, I'm a big fan of everything that these guys are doing. There's some really good ales on the bar. There are 2 wonderful little pub dogs. There's a pool table. There is a good vibe. It is just a wicked establishment to come and have a beer in. 2 to choose. Buckham 1 has just gone, but by far the biggest beer range of the day that I've seen so far. And if you like Jack Daniels like I do, plenty of wonderful Jack Daniels choices. Here are the pub dogs. Right little sweethearts as well. Some proper vinyl way of doing it. Can't work out if these are Halloween decks or if this is what the pub is like at all times, but either way I am absolutely all about it, and a pool tables are here. But if we head on away from System of a Down and out to the backyard, you'll see what a wicked space they've also got here at the back. Really pleased to have got in that early. With it now being 5 o'clock, what I'm going to do is head back the little cluster that I left a little while ago. Get through those, and then we'll head on back out this way. But yeah, I wanted to get that one done as today's sponsor at a sensible hour. So let's head back into the town and take in the rest. Back across the water then, and to this one that I've heard many good things about. 1744. Apparently this one dates back to, and will be another of the real ale finding pubs, I believe. Does say purveyors of fine ales and refreshments since 1744, and that is definitely one stellar looking building. So the Fountain Inn, stop 11 of the day so far. A very beautiful pub. 3 cask ales on. One from Hobgoblin, well, one's Hobgoblin, one's from Green King, and Buckham Original though, so not quite as inspiring as I'd hoped, but at least it is some cask ale, and the pub is an absolute stunner. It's a really beautiful looking gaff. Really good tap choices too. I wonder, very big tap selection on there, and it's a nice looking place. It really is a nice looking pub. It's Hobgoblin Session IPA, Buckham Original, and Old Spooky Hen. It's the rebadged Old Speckled Hen again. But yeah, I can see why people said I would like this one. Walk back along into the centre. You'll see the building that Prezzo is housed in. That's a beauty of a building. There's the church that was outside earlier when we were at the Golden Ball as well on the other side. Yeah, that's quite beautiful. But anyway, not what we're here for. We are here for the Cornhill, and that, my good friends, is most definitely a Stonegate owned pub. So that will be stop 12 of the day so far, and I've got an inkling, I know what it will look like and what the beer range will be. Well, right, so it might still have that Stonegate decor style look to it, but it's actually no longer a Stonegate. 4 weeks ago it turned to leased and tenanted, and yeah, no longer under the tie or the stewardship of Stonegate, so the only way is up, as they say from there. Fair play to them. So 4 cask ales on the bar. Wasn't expecting that, were you? 4 cask ales. Said you were not expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. Now, Mootow, it is amazing what you can do when you get away from Stonegate as well. But say it looks like a Stonegate inside, because obviously it's only been 4 weeks since it was. Couple in the window look like they've been sat there a while, so it's Halloween coming up on it, so yeah, but a couple in the window. I like it. No, it's a really nice, they're really nice people. It's a really good looking gaff, so fair play to them for getting it away from Stonegate. While I'm here, I figured I'll show you their menu, because I'm very impressed. So since they've gone free from Stonegate, they've introduced, so it's all fresh food and stuff. They're making their own steak and ale pies and things, but look at the prices on them. A mixed grill on here, I'm going to get down to that, $14.99. Definitely well worth kind of check the scran out in here now. The new landlord and landlady in there. I have absolutely no doubt that they will do really well with that. It's a really big pub. Stonegate only ever had big sites and things, so yeah, if I were them and if I were people of Bridgewater, I would be excited for the future of the Cornhill, most definitely. But from that, around a corner to one of these, it's the local Spoons. And again, it's actually a pretty beautiful building, isn't it? Pretty impressive. It's very wonky, so gives you some idea of the age of that. It's going to be mega old. Interesting tiling and bits to the front, and a very interesting, very unique looking kind of building. So it's called the Carnival Inn. It's my 13th stop of the day, and it is the Wetherspoons. There are a couple of decent guest ales on, which is what I wanted to see. It's actually quite a pleasant spoon. It's obviously a really old building. I'd love to know the history of this. So if anyone knows, do drop the history of the building in the comments for me, because I really like it. And I really do love the carpet. I know. But I can't help it. Wetherspoons carpets fascinate me now. And this one, I'd have this in my house. I actually really like that. It's a bit, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how I would describe it, but I actually quite like it. And Topsail and Blue Coast are the 2 guest ales on. More things to tell you before I leave here. So apparently it was a former judge's house. The hangman who used to enjoy hanging people. So a bit of macabre there. And the most important bit of information I can give you about this Wetherspoons is ground floor toilets. I'm off for a pee. Duty manager in Spoons told me about a little hotel just up here that's got a quirky little bar that I should go and visit. Wasn't on the list, didn't know anything about it, but always up for a little bit of advice. about 200 yards. Come out the front door of Weatherstones, turn left about 200 yards, and it's this. The Old Vicarage Hotel. Right, I can't work out exactly where the bar bit is. There's one that says restaurant just there. It's a beautiful little place. So that's why it's called, obviously, the Old Vicarage. But it must be, that's reception, restaurant, it must be this little bit just here that says restaurant. So let's go and try that, shall we? This is one of those times again where following advice from people really pays dividends. This is a beauty. It's a really lovely little place. It's got local beer on. It's got a cask ale. It's got local beer on from a local brewery that I've never heard of. It's literally just down the road called Basin Bridge. And the place is just lovely. It looks lovely. So obviously the hotel and the big restaurant space, but this is just a little bar. It's well worth seeing. These are the beers. I've gone with the pale from there, but these are them. Look, Basin Bridge Brewing. So they keep there's a cider on there as well for your cider heads, but also a cask ale from Basin Bridge Brewing. So this was a great shout. I bet there are so many of you that are from Bridgewater that are now saying to me, oh my God, I didn't even know that was there. Well, that is why I'm here. That is why I do what I do, to show you beautiful little places that you know nothing about that have got good beer as well. That has just become one of my favourite stops of the day so far. What an absolute beautiful little place. Lovely lad on the bar and stuff in there as well. Local beers, cask, and good stuff on the keg again that are local. That is a top little place to go for a beer. Alright, next stop is one of the ones that threw me with its opening time of 5 PM. Meaning that, yeah, my route hasn't quite gone the exact way you would like to do it, but I'm here now, it's open. Bar 27 is going to be my 15th stop of the day. Modern looking little place inside. I think from the name Bar 27 you'd expect modern, wouldn't you? Decent enough keg mix, no cask in this one. Good cocktail menu, and it would be a really good place to watch all the sport. Screen up there, good looking bar, yeah, good cocktail menu up there, screen on there, and a pool table behind me. Bar 27 for you. I didn't take any notice off. Regular live music in here. Weekends, look. Regular live music, all on stage at 9:30. Yeah, that's good to know. So, yeah, I really like it in here. I'm having to go back past Old Market and the Blake Arms because there's one more down here that also, I think this is a 4 o'clock opener, so it really scuppered me when I was here as well. But while I'm close, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and I'm going to jump in a taxi and go over to the other bit. Rather than walk 20 minutes, I'll go in a taxi over to the other side. That will save time, means we can hopefully get everything done. So, stuck down here on the corner on its own is a cocktail bar called Bar Barunell. So, it is now open. We can now get it ticked. Let's get in and see if they've got a pina colada. Straight in, ask, before I look, do you do a pina colada? Confidently, she replied, of course I do a pina colada. Got a trustworthy face, I trust her. Every cocktail bar should do a pina colada, and I haven't had one all day, so don't judge me. I love a pina colada. Here's my pina colada, and that, on a Monday to Wednesday, costs just £6. £6. So, you know, this is the kind of cocktail bar that I could come and hang out in more often. At £6, it's a very, very good one as well. It's a little taste at a bar. Very impressed. At £6, gotta say it's one of the best value pina coladas I've ever had. I just decided to walk it. 10-minute brisk walk. Kind of back on myself and down then to do this one. Kiln Inn. Looks like a bit of a local stuck down here with some houses. So literally the town, the Mercure Hotel stuff that I walked past earlier is all up there. So Kiln, yeah, brisk 10-minute walk brought me down to this. Yeah, friendly little locals. A local, dog-friendly pool table, screens, keg range with like neck oil, Moretti, stuff like that on. Kind of what you would expect to find down just on the outskirts of the town, around by the houses. Table, screens all over, and a dartboard. Plenty of people with painted faces having the carnival thing, and a dog friendly. Little community local. I'm almost back to where it started. Almost back at the B&E. So, yeah, because this one didn't open until 3, or when I was down here earlier as well. So as usual, you're just having me skirt all over the town to try and get everything in before someone goes, you missed this. Well, I don't miss things, but you don't have to make it hard for me. Anyway, I'm here at the New Foresters. So yeah, this was the one down this road that wasn't open earlier, so thought I've got to come back. So I'm here. Here I am, and it's stop 18 of the day so far. Honestly, I still think there are 5 or 6, maybe 7 still to do, so don't get a shift on. New Foresters up next. I'd start with showing you the range. So Timmy Taylor's landlord on over there as well. Yeah, there's the bar. And a questionable wine bottle holder up there. I don't know if it is solely due to this carnival, but for a Wednesday night, this is a buzzing little town. I come on quiet nights so I can film the pubs. There's people everywhere. Friendly little place with a lovely little pub doggy called Luna as well. Decent, nice landlady. Friendly little gaff. Continue to be impressed by the busyness of this town on a Wednesday night. And there were a lot more pubs here than I was anticipating. I think I've got 6 to go. And that was 18. Anyway, right. I can see it. 150 yards away. This one. Bunch of grapes. So I could have done this one earlier because this one actually was open while I was down here. But I knew I was going to have to come back anyway. I didn't want to have to go too far without getting to another one. So I left it. So a bunch of grapes. Stop 19 of the day. Looks like an Amber Taverns style lineup to me. Watch the sport and stuff like I said. Different screens and things. Locals, a local gaff again, and a pool table round in that back room. So there we have it. So many casks around. I'm back on a Guinness, and this time the Cruz Campo glass. It still tastes the same. Took about 6 minutes to walk up to the roundabout. There's a little cluster up here now to do. So next one is this stop 20 of the day. It's the Cross Rifle. So same people that own the Golden Ball from in the town centre earlier on. Very friendly place was the Golden Ball. So I'm expecting much of the same from the Cross Rifles. Stop 20 of the day. Still 4 or so to go after this. Let's get in and see this one. 20 pubs. I'm having a good day. I'm not easily triggered, you know this, but my Guinness. It's a nice pub. Yeah, it's very similar vibe to the Golden Ball, which I thought was a wicked little pub. Good bunch and stuff, but my Guinness is in a carling glass. I just can't. Decent place to watch all the sport, darts and stuff is on pool table. Standard kind of taps. So the rest of them, but yeah, I can't go over that. Doesn't even taste right in that. A 200-yard walk up one of the streets on the side should theoretically bring me to stop 21, which hopefully will be the bird in hand. You know, Google Maps was right. It is indeed the bird in hand, and it did take me less than 2 minutes to walk around the corner to find it. Proper old school. Love it. Right, pray for me that I'm not getting a Guinness in a carling glass. As old school gets. Cash only. No cask. Limited tap. But there's some lads playing a drinking game over there that I've no idea what it is either. Literally haven't got a clue. And I thought I knew all the drinking games. Well, apparently I don't. But yeah, this is a bit like your grandparents' living room. And again, I'm all about that. I love places like this. Awards. I think you see what I mean by the grandparents' living room style vibe. But yeah, cash only, no mucking about. Now to walk back down past the Cross Rifles, round onto the road that runs adjacent to this on the other side. But there are 2 more. I'll see you outside the next one. I'm here, so stop 22. It's the Sportsman. I've heard a lot of good things about this. A lot of people have said very, very nice words about the Sportsman, about the people that run the Sportsman being lovely, and about it being a pretty good boozer. So, stop 22 of the day. Let's get in and see what all the fuss was about. Things I've heard all day is that John and Debbie that run the Sportsman are lovely, lovely folks. Right, they were just about to close and they took pity on a poor waif and stray, stood outside in the street, craving another beer, and said, no, come in. Right, another one with a Skittles alley. But this ain't no ordinary Skittles alley, because the rest of them, you know, they're in separate little buildings and things like that. This one, it's in the bar. And I said earlier, no, I've never played Skittles. I don't think I know how to. John's about to show me. He's giving me right. Yeah, go on. Right.
It's got to hit the pitch wood.
It's got to hit the pitch wood.
Yep.
Yeah. Anywhere on the wood. And I've got to try and knock them down up there.
Yep.
like a 10-pin bowling thing. Hold on then, right. So it's got a bounce on this pitch wood. I'll hit this right. There we go, look at that, look at that, look at that. I hit the middle one. I hit the middle one. I think that's pretty good for my first go. I might take this up. I'll show you around the rest of the pub on a minute, shouldn't I? Look, my Guinness is in a Guinness glass as well. Oh. Pool table, they're lovely, lovely, lovely people. Lovely pub, lovely people. Glad to have managed to catch it. But yeah, I've officially retired from Skittles. You know, I hit what? I don't know how many are up, but I hit a fair few. I'm retired now, and I'll take that as a win. Salt of the earth, lovely, amazing people, they really are. Lovely, a lovely place. Right, the other one up here, I think we're out of luck with. So, unless there is another door, it is quiet up here at this time, so there are still people in there. Is there another door? There is another door, look, it's here. Huh, there's another door and it's open. The new market, which will be 23 of the day, provided we can get one. Here it is. So 100 yards or so further on from there brings me to the new market. Yeah, more standard tap sort of lineup. Definitely going to go with the Guinness again. Now I can see Thatcher's and I can see Carling. Let's wait and see what it comes in. Was never in doubt. In a Guinness glass. Boom. Yeah, it's a party style pub on the bottom of the hotel. Pool table, screens, disco. But Guinness in a Guinness glass. Happy with that. Don't know what I have wandered into, but so good. Badass. Love it. It's nice. Yeah, Skittles. So Wednesday night is obviously Skittles night for the lads, and they're having a wide of a time. So we used to play pool and darts back in all the places I was come. Skittles seems like a lot of fun, and apparently I'm good at it. No, I'm retired. I'm not playing again. Right, we've got one to go. So a 15-minute walk or so. Let me get my walk on, and I'll see you there. Made it, and they're definitely still open. So it is the British flag. My final stop and 24th of the day. 24th in total. But a pretty good shot at Bridgewater, I'd say. Loved it. British flag. It is the final stop of the night. 24 in the bag. 24 I'm dead happy with. Good little keg range and stuff in here. No cask, good little keg range. Skittles alley, as you'd expect. And a banging beer garden. Really friendly landlord. Really good way to polish off the night. And what's been a good day and a good innings. Let's take you through on here. So we've got the old tap thing, but again, a little stage, little performance stage and things like that. It's a bit of Jerry Cinnamon going on. I like a bit of Jerry Cinnamon, but it's another one with a Skittles alley, a pool table. You know what? I love it. Landlord's an absolutely sound fella, sound as a pound. A couple of dartboards out this way. But he said to me, if you go through to the Skittles alley, you will find another pretty wicked beer garden. So we're going to go through the Skittles alley, and I'm looking for the beer garden, which is going to be out this way. Here we go. So, shush while he's bowling, and we'll go out into a pretty nifty sized beer garden to finish with. So I'm not going to challenge them to a game of Skittles because, as I said, I've retired. But what a good place to polish off the day. Another one with the Skittles alley. Another one with a great bunch of people, great landlords. Great one. End of. Now what? I came to Bridgewater with no real expectation of what today was going to be like at all. People can be as negative as they like about town. When we put the Facebook post out about coming here, there wasn't much fanfare. There wasn't much support for it as a town. But you know what? I've had a great day. I've done 24 pubs. I've met some great people. And it's a good little town. It really is a good little town. And if you quit the prejudice, if you quit the, I've never heard of it, or it's rubbish, then you know what? You can have a great day anywhere you go. So, Bridgewater, I thank you for your time. It's been a lovely day. I'll see you in Glastonbury tomorrow. Right, where on earth is my Premier Inn?